Stop, because I'm about to share with you what digital marketers do not want you to know. So you don't have to waste your money buying one of those blueprints. Because let's be honest, what is a blueprint? All a blueprint is a done-for-you system. And all a done-for-you system is all the information that's already on the internet that you guys can get yourselves. So instead of just having a done-for-you system or a blueprint, you don't have to spend that money. You can just get that information yourself. So one of the first things you're gonna wanna figure out is, what is your product? What are you selling? Do your market research, figure out what's hot, what's trending, figure out a high demand, high ticket item that you can get to people digitally. That's your first step. Guys, the next step, find your perfect customer. Now that you have your product, you've tested it, you know your market research, you probably have a good idea who your perfect customer is. So narrow that down, because without knowing your perfect customer, you can't go to the next step, which is finding them and building that. All right, now again, since you didn't invest into a blueprint or a done-for-you system, you have to set up a lot of other things. You got to do your own tech. So you're going to have to figure out the website or pay someone to do that, which is usually thousands of dollars to get a website up. You're going to want to get your funnel system, your campaign system. This is where your customers that go into your system to ask for your product are going to get the information that they need. You got to make sure your copy's correct. You got to have capture pages, landing pages, sales pages. You got to know when to send these emails out so you can automate your system, so you can make passive income. You have to set all the copyright up and make sure that you got the right colors and pictures and everything goes in this. Takes quite a bit of time typically to get all this information. Again, miss a step already. Again, I don't have the blueprint in front of me. So here, guys, you have to get your domain. You got to figure out how to authenticate it and do all that type of thing. Because you got to get your domain, because that's where people are going to go to find your product, and connect that to your campaign systems, your funnel systems, and all that. And probably the last thing that I would highly recommend, you do not have to have this, but I highly recommend, hire some business coaches. Now, they're not cheap. Good business coaches are minimum going to be thousands to tens of thousands of dollars, but they're priceless. So unless you have like a self-made multi-millionaire like we do in our community who mentors us daily, you're going to want to get that mentoring elsewhere. So finding business coaches and other individuals that have had the success, that know how to continue pushing you in the right direction. Because without a blueprint or community, without having, multi-millionaires and six-figure earners teaching you daily, you got to get that knowledge somewhere, because everything you just were told you need to do is ever changing. And without having the knowledge to continue and be up to par with everything, you're not going to have a successful business. So definitely recommend hiring a business coach. Couple other things that you guys are going to need to know. You're going to need to learn AI, because AI is becoming very, very big into the digital marketing space. So you're going to have to figure out AI. You're also going to want to put together a community. Since you're not buying or investing into yourself and into a blueprint done-for-you system, like the one I have, where I have 40,000 people in my community, you have to set your own community up, because you got to have support. You're going to have people that want support, and they're going to need that. And since you want to have time freedom, you can't be the only person. So without hiring people, you want to have a nice community of support so that people have support in their lives. Support's important. So now that I've given you guys the details of what's in the blueprint and what you need to go out there and look for, now you just got to do the work, put in the hours. I would say it's going to take you probably a few months to really get all this information down packed, but a few months of time is worth it, right? I mean, you're saving maybe $900 buying a blueprint. And hiring some business coaches are a few thousand right there, right? So everyone, if at this point the blueprint's starting to make a little bit of sense to you, you'd love to have a done-for-you system that you could be profitable within an hour of setting up, where the tech is done for you. You don't have to figure out your websites. You don't have to figure out your colors and your copy, your email and funnel campaigns. You don't have to figure any of it out, because the blueprint is proven, it's working. People are utilizing it to make 6 and even 7 figures. And the best part, guys, you just need 2 hours a day, cell phone and Wi-Fi. So if that sounds great to you, put blueprint in the comments. Let me send you a free blueprint on how I got started, and then you can see what it's all about.